Imagine a man who makes $1,000 every second, a legend who transformed from a farmer's son into the owner of $1 billion empire. Cristiano Ronaldo is breaking records not just on football fields, but in the business world too. Today, we're opening the doors to CR7's magnificent palaces, his $30 million car collection, and luxury secrets nobody knows about. This isn't just a success story, it's an inside look at how the poor boy from Madeira turned into a billion-dollar empire. But before we reveal the astonishing details of his $102 million real estate portfolio or how he makes $3.2 million from a single Instagram post, we need to understand something crucial. How does a boy who once shared a single bedroom with 3 siblings become the first athlete in history to earn over $1 billion? And the even bigger question, what financial secrets allow him to keep multiplying his fortune even as he approaches the end of his playing career? The answers might surprise you, and they begin with a decision made in a tiny apartment in Madeira, Portugal, where a skinny, crying 12-year-old boy faced the most difficult choice of his life. February 5, 1985. In the working-class neighborhood of Santo Antonio, Funchal, Madeira, a boy was born who would change the face of sports and business forever. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro entered the world with little fanfare, the youngest child of José Diniz Aveiro, a municipal gardener, and Maria Dolores, a cook. Home was a small tin-roofed house, where Cristiano shared a bedroom with his brother and 2 sisters. The family struggled so severely that young Ronaldo would sometimes go to bed hungry. Local McDonald's employees would occasionally give him leftover hamburgers when he knocked on their back door after closing. By age 10, his extraordinary talent with a football was already turning heads on the island. But fate almost derailed everything. At 15, doctors discovered he had a racing heart condition, tachycardia, where his heart would beat uncontrollably fast even at rest. Surgery was required, with no guarantees of recovery. But what happened next would be the first instance of the relentless determination that would define his empire. Just days after heart surgery, young Cristiano was back training in secret against doctors' orders. Then came the moment that would change everything. At just 12 years old, Ronaldo made the decision that would lay the foundation for his future empire, leaving his family and the only home he'd ever known to join Sporting Lisbon's academy on mainland Portugal. The night before he left, his mother found him crying uncontrollably in his bedroom. What was going through the mind of this child who was about to be thrust alone into a new world? And how would this traumatic separation forge the business mindset that would eventually build a global empire? Life at Sporting Lisbon was brutal for the young islander. Bullied mercilessly for his Madeiran accent, Ronaldo would often cry in the dormitory bathrooms. But while other children might have broken, something extraordinary was happening inside Cristiano Ronaldo's mind, a psychological transformation that business psychologists now study as the CR7 resilience effect. By 16, Ronaldo had become the first player in Sporting's history to play for the under-16, under-17, under-18, B team, and first team all in a single season. But the real turning point came in 2003, during a friendly match against Manchester United. Sir Alex Ferguson, mesmerized by the 18-year-old's performance, signed him immediately for £12.24 million, making him the most expensive teenage footballer in English history. But what Ferguson couldn't have known was that he wasn't just signing a player. He was investing in what would become one of the most valuable personal brands in history. With tears in his eyes, Ronaldo was handed the number 7 shirt at Manchester United, previously worn by legends like David Beckham, Eric Cantona, and George Best. The pressure was immense. But instead of buckling, Ronaldo did something unexpected that would become the blueprint for his business empire. He embraced the pressure and transformed it into a brand. CR7 was born, not just as a nickname, but as the first seeds of what would grow into a billion-dollar brand. But while the world was focused on his step-overs and free kicks, Ronaldo was secretly making a series of business decisions that would protect his future long after his playing days were over. In 2006, while most 21-year-old football stars were spending their newfound wealth on nightclubs and luxury cars, Ronaldo made his first significant business move, opening a small clothing boutique in his hometown of Madeira. It seemed insignificant at the time, just a small shop selling jeans with his CR7 logo. Many dismissed it as a vanity project, But what they didn't realize was that Ronaldo was testing a business concept that would eventually grow into a fashion empire spanning underwear, footwear, and fragrances, generating over $100 million in annual revenue. In 2009, Ronaldo's transfer to Real Madrid for a then world record £80 million made headlines worldwide. But behind the scenes, something even more significant was happening: the formation of a financial strategy that would separate Ronaldo from virtually every other athlete in history. While the media focused on his goals and Ballon d'Or trophies, Ronaldo was assembling what insiders now call his financial dream team, a group of 15 specialized financial experts led by the brilliant but secretive Miguel Marques, a Portuguese financial wizard who manages over €1 billion in assets for elite clients. But what exactly was this team planning? And how would their strategy differ from the hundreds of athletes who earn millions only to lose it all? The answer lies in a financial philosophy that would transform sports business forever. While most football stars were content with a single mansion, Ronaldo was quietly building one of the most impressive real estate portfolios in sports history. A collection now valued at over $102 million spanning 7 countries. Consider his Madeira residence, a 7-story modern marvel overlooking the Atlantic. Originally a warehouse, Ronaldo transformed it with a $7 million renovation into a private paradise, featuring 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools, a football pitch, and a separate area for his mother. But what makes this property particularly fascinating isn't just its luxury features, it's the story behind them. When architects presented the original designs, Ronaldo insisted on several specific modifications that revealed his business acumen. He demanded the rooftop pool be visible from passing cruise ships, creating what marketing experts call aspirational visibility, turning his private residence into a landmark that promotes his personal brand to thousands of tourists daily. Then there's his Madrid sanctuary in the ultra-exclusive La Finca neighborhood, an 8,600 square meter fortress surrounded by 32,000 square meters of manicured gardens. What few people know is that Ronaldo purchased this property not just as a home, but as a strategic investment during Spain's real estate crisis, acquiring it for 30% below market value. Inside, every detail reflects the CR7 brand philosophy. Even the custom door handles are engraved with his CR7 monogram. This obsessive attention to brand consistency would become a hallmark of his business empire. But perhaps most revealing is his newest acquisition, what Ronaldo calls his forever home, a $22 million ultra-modern mansion under construction in Cascais, Portugal, spanning 900 square meters on an 8,991 square meter plot. This architectural masterpiece features golden faucets, Italian marble, and a glass-bottomed swimming pool. What's fascinating is how Ronaldo insisted the home be positioned, not for the best views or privacy, but at precisely the right angle to catch the most flattering natural light for social media photos. In the age of Instagram, even real estate decisions are influenced by brand management. In 2024, Ronaldo made perhaps his boldest real estate move yet, investing $25 million in a villa on Dubai's exclusive Jumeirah Bay Island, nicknamed Billionaire's Island. This strategic acquisition places him among neighbors like business titans and global royalty, positioning the CR7 brand in the ultra-luxury market segment. But not every investment has been successful. In 2022, Ronaldo sold his Trump Tower apartment in New York for $7.18 million, taking a staggering $11.32 million loss. The reason? Fan pressure to disassociate from the Trump brand, highlighting how even Ronaldo must balance business decisions with public perception. Yet while his residential properties grab headlines, it's Ronaldo's commercial real estate that truly reveals his business genius, particularly the Pastana CR7 hotel chain, a joint venture with Pastana Hotel Group representing a $75 million investment. With locations in Lisbon, Madrid, New York Times Square, Marrakesh and Funchal, these aren't just hotels, they're immersive CR7 brand experiences. Every aspect, from the sports-themed bars to the rooftop pools, reinforces the Ronaldo lifestyle. Guests can even follow Ronaldo's actual fitness routines in the hotel gyms, creating what brand experts call experiential marketing, allowing fans to literally live like Ronaldo, if only for a night. If Ronaldo's real estate portfolio reveals his long-term thinking, his $25 million car collection offers a glimpse into his passion and reward system. Unlike many celebrities who buy cars impulsively, Ronaldo's collection follows a fascinating pattern. Each major acquisition coincides with a significant professional achievement. Take his $1.7 million Bugatti Veyron Sport Vitesse, purchased immediately after winning the Champions League with Real Madrid, or his ultra-rare $9.9 million Bugatti 110, one of only 10 ever made, acquired to celebrate his 750th career goal. The collection now includes 5 Ferraris, 3 Bugattis, 2 Lamborghinis, multiple Rolls-Royces and a Mercedes collection that includes his daily driver, a customized G-Wagon worth $600,000. But perhaps most telling is his Rolls-Royce Cullinan, chosen specifically because, as Ronaldo told his close associates, "It doesn't aggravate my back pain." A practical consideration from an athlete who views even his luxury purchases through the lens of performance optimization. Speaking of practical luxury, Ronaldo's $73 million Gulfstream GZ50ER private jet represents both status and efficiency. With a range of over 7,500 nautical miles, 19 passenger capacity, 10 sleeping areas, and a 100-bag cargo hold, it's essentially a flying mansion. But look closer and you'll notice something revealing. Every headrest is embroidered with the CR7 logo, and the jet is regularly featured in his social media posts. This isn't just transportation, it's a branding vehicle with a $5 to $7 million annual operating cost. The same philosophy extends to his $7 million Azimut Grande 27 yacht. 27 meters of floating luxury with 5 cabins, jacuzzi, gym, and a top speed of 28 knots. Yet even here, brand visibility is paramount. The yacht is prominently positioned in the most photographed areas of Mediterranean hotspots like Saint-Tropez and Ibiza during peak tourist season. But while these luxury assets capture public attention, it's Ronaldo's lesser-known business ventures that reveal his true business acumen. Consider Inspira, the hair transplant clinic chain, where Ronaldo holds a significant ownership stake. With locations in Madrid, Marbella, Valencia, Porto, and now expanding into Italy, Inspira performs 4,000 to 5,000 follicle transplants daily at $4,000 to $8,000 per procedure. The company invests $3 million annually in R&D, partnering with the University of Porto on cutting-edge hair restoration technology. The business generates approximately $40 million in annual revenue, providing Ronaldo with substantial passive income while addressing a need he observed in the market: men's cosmetic procedures delivered in a sports-focused, masculine environment. Then there's CR7 Fitness, a rapidly expanding gym chain featuring techno gym equipment, and Ronaldo's Live Like a Champion philosophy. While financial details remain private, industry analysts estimate the business generates $15 to $20 million annually. Most recently, Ronaldo launched Orsu, a premium alkaline water brand with a pH of 9.0. This $10 million venture targets the European market with distinctive black bottles featuring the CR7 logo, capitalizing on the growing health and wellness sector. These ventures join an expanding universe of CR7 branded products, including underwear, footwear, fragrances, and even digital assets like NFTs. But there's one asset that generates more revenue than all of these combined, an asset Ronaldo has cultivated with scientific precision. In 2024, Cristiano Ronaldo became the first individual in history to surpass 1 billion followers across social platforms. This digital empire, 639 million on Instagram, 170 million on Facebook, 108 million on Twitter, and 100+ million on other platforms, isn't just impressive, it's incredibly lucrative. Each Instagram post from Ronaldo generates an estimated $3.23 million in value. With careful brand partnerships, his social media presence alone generates over $50 million annually, more than most professional athletes earn in their entire careers. But what few understand is the strategic precision behind this operation. Ronaldo employs a dedicated team of social media specialists who analyze posting times, engagement metrics, and content performance with scientific rigor. Nothing is accidental, from the lighting in family photos to the strategic product placement in workout videos. Take his watch collection, valued at over $5 million. When Ronaldo posts a photo featuring his $1.5 million Frank Muller Invisible Baguette Diamonds Imperial Tourbillon, it's not just showing off. It's carefully timed to coincide with his partnership announcements with luxury brands. This methodical approach to brand management helped secure perhaps his most significant business achievement, a lifetime contract with Nike worth an estimated $1 billion. One of only 3 athletes in history to receive such a deal, alongside Michael Jordan and LeBron James. This partnership provides Ronaldo with approximately $30 to $35 million annually for the rest of his life. The partnership has produced 7 signature football boots, multiple clothing lines, and global marketing campaigns, all while establishing Ronaldo in the rarefied air of athlete entrepreneurs who transcend their sport. But perhaps the most fascinating aspect of Ronaldo's empire isn't business at all. It's his relationship with Georgina Rodriguez, his partner since 2016, and how this relationship has influenced both his personal life and brand evolution. Their story began in the most unexpected of places, a Gucci store in Madrid where Georgina worked as a sales assistant. According to Georgina, their connection was love at first sight. But what began as a romantic relationship quickly evolved into a powerful brand partnership. With her own Netflix reality series, I Am Georgina, and over 50 million Instagram followers, Georgina has developed into a formidable influencer in her own right. Together, they've created what marketing experts call a power couple brand premium, amplifying each other's commercial value through strategic collaboration. Today, they raise 5 children together: Cristiano Jr., 14, twins Eva and Matteo, 7, Alana Martina, 7, and Bella Esmeralda, 2. Despite their immense wealth, Ronaldo has spoken publicly about instilling humility and work ethic in his children. In one revealing moment, Ronaldo was filmed encouraging his eldest son to enter a cold plunge pool after using their hot jacuzzi, explaining that the contrast therapy builds mental toughness. Comfort is the enemy of greatness, he told his son, a philosophy that extends from his training regimen to his business approach. Speaking of training, Ronaldo's daily routine offers perhaps the clearest window into the mindset that built his empire. Unlike most people who sleep in continuous 8-hour blocks, Ronaldo uses polyphasic sleep, 5 90-minute naps throughout the day, maximizing both recovery and productive hours. His typical day begins at 6 a.m. and includes 3 to 4 hours of training, 6 carefully planned meals, business meetings, family time, and recovery sessions. Every element is optimized for performance, from his nutrition, high protein, complex carbohydrates, no alcohol, to his recovery protocols, cryotherapy, hydrotherapy, specialized massage. His personal chef, who earns $5,500 monthly, prepares meals centered around lean protein, fresh vegetables, and healthy fats. His favorite dish, bacalhau à brás, a traditional Portuguese cod dish, is specially prepared with modifications to maximize nutritional value. This same methodical approach extends to his financial strategy. While many athletes entrust their earnings to a single advisor, Ronaldo employs a team of 15 specialized experts led by Miguel Marquez, creating what insiders call a family office structure, typically reserved for billionaire dynasties. This team implements a sophisticated diversification strategy across multiple sectors, including hospitality, fashion, healthcare, sports, real estate, media, luxury goods, and technology. Recently, they've expanded into equity investments, including a 10% stake in Vista Alegre Atlantis Porcelain, and $17.3 million, and a 50% partnership in Marvi Film Studio. Perhaps most forward-thinking are Ronaldo's investments in artificial intelligence and blockchain technologies, positioning his wealth to capitalize on emerging trends while maintaining the traditional revenue streams from his established businesses. This financial sophistication culminated in what many consider the most lucrative sports contract in history: his deal with Saudi Arabian club Al Nassr, worth $200 to $220 million annually. The contract, which runs through 2025, includes not only his playing salary, but also commercial rights and ambassadorial roles for Saudi Arabia's 2030 World Cup bid. The numbers are staggering: $4 million weekly, $620,000 daily, $25,800 hourly. Combined with his business ventures and endorsements, Ronaldo's total annual income now exceeds $275 million, making him the highest-paid athlete in the world by a considerable margin. Yet perhaps the most revealing aspect of Ronaldo's character isn't how he spends his money, but how he gives it away. While his donations often make headlines, like the $1.2 million raised by auctioning his European Golden Boot to build schools in Gaza, it's his private philanthropy that truly illuminates his values. Ronaldo regularly pays for children's medical treatments anonymously, including an $83,000 brain surgery for a young fan and a $120,000 donation to the cancer center where his mother received treatment. As a regular blood and bone marrow donor, he refuses to get tattoos, specifically to remain eligible to donate. Which brings us back to where we began, the island of Madeira, where Ronaldo's empire started with nothing but talent and determination. His decision to build his most impressive Portuguese residence here, rather than in more fashionable Lisbon or Porto, speaks volumes about his connection to his roots. But it's his newest project, the $22 million forever home in Cascais, that perhaps best represents Ronaldo's vision for his legacy. Set to be completed in 2026, this architectural masterpiece is designed not just as a residence, but as the future headquarters of his business empire. With dedicated spaces for business meetings, a multimedia studio for content creation, and sustainable features like solar energy and rainwater harvesting, this isn't just a home, it's the next evolution of the CR7 brand, designed to thrive long after his playing career ends. And perhaps that's the most profound aspect of Cristiano Ronaldo's billion-dollar empire. It was never really about the money, it was about creating something that would outlast his time on the pitch, something he could pass on to his children, something that would transform the skinny boy from Madeira into a legend that transcends sport. From the tin-roofed house in Madeira to the billion-dollar global empire, Cristiano Ronaldo has rewritten what's possible for an athlete. By approaching business with the same relentless dedication he brings to football, he's created something unprecedented, a legacy that will continue generating wealth and influence for generations to come. As Ronaldo himself once said, "Talent without working hard is nothing." It's a philosophy that built not just a football career, but an empire, one calculated decision, one strategic investment, one relentless day at a time.